All right, we're live. We are live. Let me go ahead and get this link up. Okay. All right, so we're streaming live. Right now we should be on 3 platforms. So Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. If you're tuning in from Facebook, be sure to follow the TeamAlliance page and like and share the video. And also, when you follow the page, turn on the bell for the notifications. If you're tuning in from YouTube, also subscribe to the channel after you like and share, and then turn on the bell notifications. If you're tuning in from Twitter, be sure to like and share the video and then retweet. All right. And right now, I'm just doing a little bit of distribution so this can get out to more folks. So I'm almost finished with that. And then we'll get started with the observation. So welcome, this is Coffee and Charts, volume number 47. Volume number 47 on deck. From the mobile office in New York City. The mobile office. Backseat of my Jeep. The Swinger episode. How many of you remember that? Backseat of my Jeep. Let's swing a ep. All right. So right now, wait, did I don't even think I put it in here yet. Oh. Nope. Surely did not. All right, let me do that real quick. I thought I put this in here already, but I guess not. All right, so that's in the TA group. It's in that group. And let me put it in the main group. Also, if you're not a member already of the public TeamAlliance Facebook group, be sure to join that group so that you ensure that you'll receive notifications no matter what. For whatever reason, anytime I post in that group, you'll get a notification because I posted in the group. The notifications from the group always go out. So even if you don't get a notification from one of the other platforms, like from YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, you'll still get it if you're in the group. So if you're not already in the public TeamAlliance Facebook group, be sure to join the group to ensure that you receive notifications no matter what. All right. The time is loud, huh? My bad. I had that shit is on max volume. I'm just realizing that. My apologies. Because I know the audio on this picks up crazy because it's coming right from the laptop. So I know that shit is loud. All right, so we're good to go for observation. So for any of you who might be new to the channel, new to the content, if you've never been on the live stream or any of the live streams from TeamAlliance, and this is your first time, please feel free to ask whatever questions that you may have. I actually encourage you to ask whatever questions that you have, especially if it's pertaining to the platform, which is seen on the screen. So if you got a question about the platform or about NADEX or about TeamAlliance and what we do on the NADEX platform, please feel free to ask. All right. And I got the laptop at a different position. This is much more comfortable because I don't got to have it on my lap. It's much better over here where I'm at. Hopefully the audio is okay still. Is the audio good still from this position? I'm not as close as I normally am, but as long as the audio is good, I'm gonna stay here because this is more comfortable for me. That's all. Melanie, she's so corny for this. If it's not in your lap, is it really a laptop? Unbelievable. What's the other word that they use for it? Notebook. So fuck it. It's a notebook right now. It's not a laptop. It's a notebook sitting on my car desk. There we go. Yeah, Bucket hat on deck today, man. Sun is out here beaming. So we have on the platform. Oh, and before I continue, is the audio okay? Let me just make sure audio is still good regardless. The audio is still good, then I'll continue. Audio's all right? I'm waiting on y'all. Audio's good? Okay. All right, so I've been observing for a little while. Not too long. I really don't like, to be honest, I don't really look at the market a long time. Like, I don't look at the market a long time. On top of that, I do the quick glance. So I really just glance at the market throughout the day during my observation. Quick glance, take a look, see what the market looks like. And if the market is not stable and in position, I next it, meaning that I move on and go on about my business and do whatever it was that I was doing. Okay. So what that allows you to do is to really have a lot more time than you kind of would think that you actually have, right? It don't take long to look at the market and see whether or not the market is presenting the right type of movement and behavior. If it has the right market environment that suits whatever it is that you're doing as far as what you're waiting for. And what I mean when I say that, personally, I may be looking at the market and waiting to see momentum, or I could be waiting to see horizontal stability. These are just different ways of looking at the market. These are not strategies. So it's not like I'm waiting to see a trade set up. First and foremost, I'm waiting to see the right environment set up. I'm waiting to see the right behavior set up. And once those things set up, then I can wait for an actual trade to set up and to come at that time. You see? So what this allows you to do when you conduct yourself this way, like I don't really spend a lot of time on the chart. Like just like I was saying a moment ago, I really don't. The majority of my time is spent doing other things while I quickly look at the market. So I don't really spend a lot of time. And this is the beauty of what we do. People think that when they come, onto this platform and when they start applying what they're learning here, that it's going to take up all of this time and they got to watch the charts all day. That's not what we do, and that's not what we have to do at all. We really don't spend a lot of time looking. Like you hear that alarm that keeps going off, that every time that goes off, I look at the chart, and I wait to see if the market is in the right environment. That's number one. The right environment meaning the environment I'm waiting for. So like I said, if I'm waiting for horizontal stability, I know I need to see a range. I need to see a slow market. If I don't see that, next. Let's say I do see that. If I see a slow market and the market is ranging, I move on to the next step in the process. I want to see what the behavior is like. So I take a look at my candles. And I want to see that my candles are overall solid. They don't have a lot of wicks on them. Because I know that that means that the movement is stable. If there are little to no wicks on the candles and the candles are small and they're in a range, those are the indications right there that are letting me know that the market is in the right environment and showing the right behavior. Now, once I see that that is what's dominating in the market, so in other words, small candles are dominant. Candles with no or a few wicks on them, that's dominant. The dominance is the right environment and the right behavior. Then I wait to see if the market actually is in position. That's when the other elements come into play, like the barriers and the clusters. When all of that comes together visually, you'll see it. So this is why the quick glance is so powerful. It's kind of hot in here. What the hell, is the heat on? I feel like the heat is on. Turn this off. So when all of these elements combine, visually, I will see that. And not just me. This goes for anyone that's applying the process. Because this is a process that we actually use. Yo, people eat mad junk food, yo. People eat a lot of junk food, like all the time. I always see people eating Cheetos, like all the time. Big ass bag of Cheetos. But anyway, um, so overall, when I see that visual, I know what the visual looks like. So I also know what the visual doesn't look like. So when I come on and I take a look and I glance quick, it don't take me long to see if it's there or not. That's why it's called a quick glance, because it ain't gonna take me all day to see. Then I have other tools like the box. You see the green box? That box on there is another visual tool. It's a part of the visual. If I see that all the candles are concentrated inside of the box where the immediate market activity is, that's another indication. All right, the market activity is inside the box. What is that letting us know? It's letting us know that the movement is being contained between one strike price here and another strike price here. If the movement and the activity is inside of those two strikes, I know that the movement is concentrated within that area. And the market being in a concentrated area, that's an indication of what? Of stability. So you see, I can look quickly at the market and know right away. The same way that if I look at it at the market, as soon as I see, if I'm looking at the box and I see the candles in the box, but the candles got wicks on them, what do the wicks mean? The wicks mean that the movement is not stable yet. So again, it don't take me all day to see that. I quickly look, I glance, and I see that. If I see wicks, I move on and I wait. I continue to wait. So a lot of this process is just waiting. This is why patience is so important with what we do. You'll make sure you'll like this video. Put a heart up or a like or thumbs up or whatever. I don't see no likes on this video yet. And there's 30 people on it. Stop being cheap. So when I do that quick visual look, I will see right away. And this is why the skill set is so important for you to take the time to learn, because you won't spend your time looking and hunting for a trade, because that's not what you're being taught to see. It doesn't even make any sense for you to see a trade if the environment and the behavior is not what it should be. What good is the trade if it's not backed up by the right environment and behavior? In other words, what good would a trade be to you if you might lose? What good is a trade to you if you could lose the trade? What purpose is that serving? See? So the reason I'm even bringing this up is because this is going to be very helpful for those of you who think that by you learning the skill that it takes so much time and it's going to take all day. Oh, I got to watch the charts all day. No, you don't. This quick glance is a fast, quick thing that you do. What it is that you're really learning is what to look for. And if you don't see it, you move on. That's it. It's next. Here, let me adjust this box, because I see it's 12:05 and the The strike price is just adjusted. So the strikes just moved from 4 pips apart to 2. See, so I need to decrease the size of the box now. See that? So now we're 2 pips apart. So yeah, so this shit fall one more time. What did it even fall? Where the hell did the mouse go? Oh, it's over here. So the quick glance is another part of our skill set. So I'm covering things that will help people become informed about what we do and how we do it. Like how we go about actually doing this process. These things will make you more informed so that you're not guessing or making assumptions and thinking that it's something that is not. Like that's what I don't want you to do. I don't want that to happen. I don't want you thinking that it's all of the stuff that you have to do in order to do what we're doing. No, it's actually not. It's a lot easier than you think that it is. The most important thing that you're doing is actually learning the process. So by you learning the process, it's the process that is allowing you to execute what we do. Quick glance is a part of the process. It's a part of the skill set. Why does this thing keep doing that? This thing keeps zooming in and out. What the hell was that? And again, if you're new, please ask questions. All right, don't hesitate to ask questions. Let me see something. Let me come back. Shawnee said yesterday the tenure of the market overall was fidgety. Melanie she says she witnessed a few power moves this morning around 10 a.m. and 10:20. Yeah, I was around at that time, and I saw that around that time. I sure did. Matter of fact, one of them was a trade, but I don't think I got filled on it. I think we're talking about the same thing. Because when I was watching, it was around 10. It was between 10 and 10:30. I don't remember exactly the time, but it was around that same time. Shawnee, after looking at the market for the last 3.5 years, hours of observation, I can pretty much access what the market is doing pretty quickly. Right. Because, and also because of the process that we use. Like our process eliminates bullshit and like wasted time. We don't waste our time looking at the market or looking for trades on any level if the market don't look right. Like that's one of the biggest things that separate how we move from how everybody else trades. People spend so much time looking for trades. We don't spend any time looking for trades. What we do is observe the market, and if the market ain't right, we know ain't gonna be no trade. If the market ain't right, what trade? Who cares about a trade? Angel, if we see stability for 17 minutes and then see instability come in for 15 and then back to stability for 10 or so, and then speed comes in, is that not fully stable? Example, not a condition. Well, you would be moving in and out of the condition. So in that example that you're giving now, the dominant condition is what? That's the question that you need to ask. What's happening the majority of the time? because you just added up 42 minutes. 17 plus 15 plus 10. That's 42 minutes. So out of 42 minutes, what was taking place the majority of that time? From what you said you had 17 minutes of stability, then you had another 10 minutes of stability. That's 27 minutes. 15 minutes of instability. So if you had almost a half hour of stability and half of that time was the market not stable, which one was dominant? The stability was dominant, which means that you just wait for the market to continue to do what it's already doing. So the time that it goes out for, when it's not stable, you take note of that. But during that time, you're waiting for the market to move back into stability, because the first thing that you saw was the time period during which stability was present, which was the 17 minutes, right? So that's how you break that up mentally. Remember that you want to see stability for the first time for a period of time. If the market becomes unstable after that, you're waiting for the stability to come back. Once it does, then that revisit to stability, that's the time right there that you're going to be prepared to actually act on a trade if it comes, because you know that the existing behavior is the stability that you saw first. And this is why you guys always hear me talk about, once the market's stable, it's going to come back and do what it's doing already. And over time, you just learn to see that easier, and you learn to observe it for longer periods of time, and you become better at it. So that's really all it is. Paley says trades win trades. Oh, trades win and trades lose, but behavior always wins. Understanding behavior always wins. That's what it is. If you're trading without understanding behavior, you really don't know why you're in the trade. You don't even know why you're in the trade. Once you begin to observe the market for yourself and you learn behavior, you'll understand why the market does something during a trade. Look, this is going to be very helpful to people that just trade in general. Listen to this. You trade and you do what you do, right? The problem you're having is that your trades will win sometimes, and then sometimes they won't win. The problem is when the trades don't win. Because of course you're not going to complain about the trades that do win. You're not going to see a trade win and be like, I'm not, I'm not fully sure why that won. You don't really care why it won. And I'm just saying, like, if we're being honest. And again, I'm not talking to people in training. I'm talking to people that are not in training. Just in general, if you trade, your thought process is what I'm describing. Your problem is the trades that don't win. So what you do is you'll trade, win, and then you'll lose. And when you lose, you're trying to figure out why you lost the trade. But during all of your figuring out, you're not taking the time to understand you're not taking time to understand it from the market perspective. You're trying to figure out what you did wrong in the trade. Am I making sense? You're trying to figure out what you did wrong in the trade. So you'll look at how you got into the trade. Oh, I entered too late. I entered too early. I didn't have this confirmation. I should have waited for that confirmation. When that's not even why you lost. The reason you lost is the same reason why you won the trades that you did. It's called a coin flip. So in other words, you really don't know why you won or lost. You don't know why you won the trades that you did. Because if you won the trade by a little bit, in your mind, you're saying, well, I won. You don't care why you won, though. See, you're not looking at the market to say, man, I was in that trade, but I really would have preferred not to be in that one because I didn't like how it moved. See, that's not what you're saying. That's what you should be saying, though. So when you look at a trade that ended up losing, you need to approach it from the market's perspective. How was the market moving when you took the trade is the question. See? You need to figure out, did it even make sense to be in that trade with the market behaving that way at the time? That's the question. So you need to ask the right questions. Because until you start asking the right questions, you'll continue to get the same outcomes. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. So it's just coin flipping. You really don't know why you're winning or losing. And this is what market observation and also learning how to observe and learning what the movement means. This is where this comes into the picture now as a skill. See, your issue is really that you don't have any market skill. You don't know how to look at the market and isolate whether or not the time is right to be in the trade. You're just trying to figure out if the trade is setting up for you. So that's how you're looking at it. You're like, all right, this is my setup right here. But you're not looking at what would contribute to your setup winning, like undoubtedly. Just winning, and it's like it's a definite win. Not, oh man, I almost lost that one. Because anytime you're in a trade and you end up saying, damn, I almost lost, it's letting you know that the behavior was not what it should have been at the time that you took that trade. That's it. That's the bottom line. So what I just said, that whole segment is super duper 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 helpful. Just take that alone and take your time when you are in your trades. Learn how to wait and observe the market first. It's just, I mean, like, because you got to understand, we're dealing with derivatives. We're dealing with binary options. It's a simple thing to trade. To win, you just have to be correct about where the market ends. So the question is, well, how is the market going to end when this binary expires? Where's the market going to be positioned? See? And you learn that by observing. How are you going to know if you don't just watch? You got to watch. You have to see. The market moves slow first, then it speeds up at the end. Market moves fast first, then it slows down at the end. Market moves fast one way, then it reverses. Market moves fast, and then it stays. I just gave you 4 different scenarios of behavior. Each one of those was a behavior. Question is, which one is the market doing right now? Next question is, which one is the market doing more often than the other ones? You see? And I'm just laying out just random behaviors that the market does. This is the type of shit that you see the market doing all the time. And you're wondering, you're trying to figure out what you did wrong in your trade, when you need to be studying the market to understand these behaviors that I'm describing to you. These are different ways the market will move. And the market will move these different ways while you're in a trade. So this is why I'm telling you, if you look for trades first and you don't concern yourself with behavior first, you'll be subject to the random behavior of the market because you don't know what they are. This makes so much sense. Like it's still it's confusing to me that people don't understand this still. If you learn what I'm describing, you will stop losing. And if you stop losing, you are financially free. This is what I'm saying. If you stop losing your trades, you're going to be rich. That's it. Because it's not hard to trade these. It's binaries. You know, listen, these are 5-minute binaries. Look at the binary that we're looking at now. It got 3 minutes left. If the market were to set up an opportunity to trade and be in the right environment, present the right behavior, and a trade sets up, and you enter that trade, you already know that the trade is going to win. What are we talking about? The binaries are setting up all day. Every 5 minutes, these things are recycling. Every 5 minutes. I'm not saying that to suggest that you can trade every 5 minutes, but my point is that whenever the market decides to present the right environment and behavior, a trade will be there for you at some point. That's what I'm saying. And that's going to be the trade that wins. That's going to be the trade that you don't have to wonder if it's going to win or not. Because you already know the outcome of the market's behavior, which produces the outcome of the trade. Does that make sense? Instead of you just, I'm going to just flip the coin and just see what happens. Because that's, in essence, what you're doing if you don't look at the market first. I think what happens too, a lot of this goes over people's heads because it's too easy. What I'm saying is too simple to do. People don't think that it can be this simple. It is this simple. You thinking that you lost your trade because of the trade. Nah, man. You lost the trade because you didn't understand what the market was doing at the time. And that's it. So flip that around. Turn that whole narrative around. Take the time to understand what the market is doing. And then when the trade comes, that will be the one that you should be in. Powerful. For sure, stability is better than beginning stability. Right. This is transition that Peleus is referring to. So when you saw stability come back, you would trust that as a condition, I believe is what I'm hearing. Listen to what you're saying. Stability come back. Something that comes back means it was there first. It can't come back if it wasn't there already. So if it's there already, then it's just the market doing what it was already doing. When it wasn't doing it, that was the temporary time of it not being stable or not having the same level of stability, because it might have just been slight instability during the time where it wasn't full stability. And you know what those instances look like. When I say slight instability, it could have just been the movement, or slight instability could have been a position change that produced larger candles for a period of time. And after those larger candles finish their movement, then you have the market move back into a range in a new position. Now you're back into stability again. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So you just continue to expect what it's already doing until that noticeably changes. Just to clarify this as well. Yeah. Yeah, like we're talking in circles, because this is what I always say, and this is what you guys always repeat. So you're saying what I always say, and then you always say again. Like we have this conversation all the time. And it's okay. Like, I don't mind, because I understand that repetition is how it clicks. You got to keep saying something over and over again so that your brain accepts it. Because your brain will automatically put up a barrier like, nah, I ain't letting that in. But the repetition breaks the barrier, though, that you have in your brain. It's like a block. It's like a brick wall. A win rate is the mainstream trading world confirming your BS, that you believe what you're doing is right because that's what they believe success is. The win rate also has to do with people not accepting the fact that it's possible not to lose. It's very difficult for people to accept the fact that it's possible to win all of your trades. People don't believe that shit. They're like, what? Nobody wins all the time. When it's not about winning all the time. Like, I don't have to always be right to win all of my trades. And this is what the association people make. They think, well, you got to always be right to win all the time. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because what does being right mean? See, your definition of being right is guessing right. In other words, in your mind, you don't understand, and you're not willing to accept that you don't have to guess at all. Whoa. See, you thinking you got to guess and be right. That's why you say no one's right all the time. Because what you're saying is no one guesses right all the time. And you're right. And this is exactly why we don't guess. This shit is a whole nother level, man. Like, I know when y'all be watching these back, it just like kind of blows your mind. It blows my mind sometimes, the shit that comes out. Because it's true. What I'm saying is true. See, like, this is beyond your temporal thinking. Your conscious mind can't even accept this. Your conscious mind thinks shit is impossible until somebody does it. Then it's like, oh, well, somebody did it, so it is actually possible. Yeah, it's possible. Everything was impossible first. Then somebody did it. Then now you have to say, oh, it is possible, because they did it. Exactly. So that's all it is. We just breaking through our little pea brain. Don't swim on the beach when there's riptides. Oh man. Carrie, love getting to be on live with Coffee and Charts, observing and listening to Mark, helping me keep my focus. Training the TA way. 301 forever. Yes, indeed. A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, Rantman popped up yesterday too. Shawnee, 1-0 period. Wait to receive it. Control yourself every day, every minute. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's one of the major reasons too, right there, that people be losing. They don't got no control. And they'll get upset that they did something stupid to lose, and then they'll just keep trading. Now you want to trade every binary because you mad that you took a hit. You mad that you got slapped, but you got slapped because of dumb shit in the first place. So why continue to do more dumb shit? That's that revenge trading. Jay Carley, I prefer to recognize the beginning of stability, if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. And that's something that you do automatically over time because you train. Once I got behavior down, it was the condition transition part that threw me off. But this helps a lot, no doubt. Um, oh, I forgot who wrote it. I'll let you know, Walker. I'll let you know. Yeah, that's a great book. I finally had opened it and started reading some of the quotes and stuff in there. It's really good. Yeah, I think the quote on there was everything is impossible until somebody did it or something like that. Or everything is impossible until it's done. One or the other. Jay Carly is a trip. Yeah, we definitely going in heavy. Market is an emotional wreck full of bags of money. And see, like, this is another thing too about what we're doing. We're trading in the derivatives market. Binary options on the NADEX platform is a derivative, meaning that it's an instrument that is under the market. It's not the actual Forex market, but it's based on the actual Forex market. So it's like it's using the market to determine who profits from a trade and who loses a trade. The option goes to a winner as far as profit. The loser is who's paying the winner. What determines the winner is the market. Do you see how incredible that is? So you're studying the underlying market. And this is where people get caught up in the actual instrument. Like, instead of you trying to figure out how to trade the derivative, it's kind of like trying to figure out how to trade futures, but you don't understand the actual market that the futures are in. Doesn't make any sense. What like who cares about the contracts if you don't understand the movement? Understanding the movement is how you win the contracts. So my point is that because we're trading a derivative, it means that we capitalize by being right about the market. It's not it's not that you're being right about the trade. You don't win your trades because you was right about the trade. You win your trades consistently because you're correct about what the market's doing. Whoa, 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 whoa. That right there is what people don't catch. People still don't get this. I don't understand how people still don't understand that. Oh, I need to find better trades. I need a better strategy that has a high win rate. Say win rate one more time. Say win rate one more time. The win rate wasn't high enough. It was only 85%. I need something with 95% win rates. Yo, it's fucking hot in here. Hold on, man. You lean back. It's freaking hot. Need something with a high win rate. Mark, what's your win rate? Sound like a retard, man. Like, you really be sounding real weird when you ask them questions. I'm like, are you really still asking about win rate? Please stop asking about win rate. Like, stop saying win rate. Higher win rate. Stupid shit. Yes, yeah, pretty much. Even though I don't like the word betting, I don't mind saying betting because the house always wins. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. So Daniel's asking, we're not trading the actual market, but we're betting on what the market will do. I don't have a problem saying yes. Because the house always wins. So what am I saying when I say the house always wins? Who's the house? The market is the house. So if you're going to bet with the house. Whoa. I learned how to bet with the house. See, you're betting red or black. I don't bet red or black. I bet with the house. What am I saying? Whatever the house bets, that's what I bet. Here, this is for all the gamblers so that y'all understand the concept. You bet red, you bet black. I bet the house. I don't bet red or black. That's a coin flip. 50-50. I bet with the house. Think about the concept. So in other words, whatever the house is doing, that's what I'm doing. Whoa. Man, oh man. That's good. That's good. That was good. I must say, that was pretty good. Yeah, like I ain't even scared to address it that way. I'm not, I used to not like the word bet and gamble and all that, but I understand that that's how people be understanding stuff. Guess what? You have professional gamblers. Hold on. Am I telling the truth? Are there not professional poker players? So are you a regular poker player or are you a professional? Somebody got to be a professional. All right. Uh, why did you gravitate to stability the first time going on this platform? Why not just do what you did with the Forex that got you success in the first place? Because binaries are different than trading Forex. That's number one. With binaries, you only have to be right about where the market ends. It's not like you have to figure out where to get in to get the most amount of pips on the trade. Like in Forex, pips equal dollars. With binaries, being correct equals dollars. There's a big difference. So you see it like the binaries are a derivative that allow us to capitalize on understanding the market. And that right there creates a whole separate thing. It's like a whole separate animal altogether. This is funny. She said Mark's overall behavior this week has been Mortimer and Rantman. Waiting for Rantman to come back to confirm Mark is stable before I take my trade. That's hilarious. Yeah, here we go. Right. Are you still on NADEX? Mark, why are you back in the car? Oh shit, it's Saturday. Right. And Daniel, I know that you didn't mean like that, but I took it like that just for the people that take it like that. And the way that I described it, I think gave clarity to the concept that we're using. It's kind of like just put it like this. It's just like somebody saying, "Oh, you guys are gamblers." I don't mind being a gambler if I'm professional. Because if you're gonna gamble, would you rather be a professional at it, or would you rather be like everybody else? So I don't even mind if you want to call me a gambler. That's fine. But they have entire World Series of poker. That's a big deal. Where they take all of the professionals and they put them together, and whoever's the best wins. So, like I said, I don't, I'm not afraid for people to think of it in certain ways, regardless of how you think of it. You got professionals, and then you got everybody else. Yeah, professional waiters. There you go. As long as we don't end up like Worm, that's funny. Right, going to the World Series. There you go. Never seen a gambler flip a coin. So I accept. And then this is powerful because he said even professional gamblers don't always win. So this is better. There you go. There you go. See, it does see like what it is too. Well, let me finish reading these comments. Hold on. Look at this. Ooh, this hard. Shine said, I want to be a millionaire. That's why I'm in TA. What y'all want? Woo! Get him, Shiny. He said, this is very serious business. TA can get you there realistically. Where else can you do this? Come on, man. You said you want to be a millionaire or you just want to make some money? Shiny going in. Shiny been going in the last couple of days. That's hard. keep writing MRMH on his homework assignments. Clearly, it's just fun. Right, nowhere. You can't do it nowhere else. Exactly. Well, Jay Cardi, she doing that private jet talk, man. And see, the way that I look at this too, I feel like we're at the very beginning of something that will be much bigger. Because I believe NADEX will continue to grow as more people learn about it and come over on this platform to trade. That's number one. And what that will just inevitably do is create more opportunity for us because everybody's not going to train with us. So you do have a superior trading product on the NADEX platform. These binaries, I don't know what y'all want me to tell y'all as far as like what's the best opportunity. These derivatives ain't nothing like them. They created a powerful product. They created a very powerful instrument. The binaries simplify what you can do. Just like I made the comparison between Forex and binaries. Forex, you got to get in and the market got to go somewhere. It has to move. And however far the market moves in your favor, that is going to determine how much money you make. So every pip equals $1. Pips equal dollars. Now, on binaries, where the market ends equals dollars. You see the difference? It don't matter how many pips you're correct about, or you're correct by, excuse me. Just the fact that you're correct means that you make the money. And then it's scalable. Think about the scale. Think about the scale. I've like, aside from myself, I've never seen anybody in Forex like start with $100 and take it anywhere really. Is it possible? Absolutely. But who actually documented that? Starting from $100. But here on NADEX, you can start with $100 and literally know within how many trades you can be in position at hundreds of contracts, earning thousands of dollars on one trade. So literally you can start from one contract with $100 and work your way up over a period of 30 trades. Within the span of 30 trades, build your account up to hundreds of contracts in position now to earn thousands of dollars on the same trade. The same trade that you took at one contract The same trade that you took when you had $100 in the account. I don't know what else to tell people. Maui Jeff said, if you're still on NADEX, you need to go watch the Brooke the Moses podcast about the 1%, because there's truth in it. Mark don't speak on what he don't know. All facts. All facts. I don't know what happened. Something happened on here. Shut my whole system down. I don't know what happened, but like it closed Chrome, closed the browser. I had to restart it. Everything's reset. It's crazy. But anyway, so I don't know what I was talking about. It was good shit. So we'll just leave it at that for now. And it's also not letting me share the screen, which is weird. Like, it's just doing weird shit. Saying the browser can't access your screen. Why? Why, man? Why? Let me see if it shares this. Nope. Yeah, it's not letting me share anything. You know what? Maybe I'll restart. Try to figure this shit out. Yeah, this is what it is, man. This is what it is. That truth be shutting down the whole shit. Too much truth, man. Too much truth. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna just wrap it up. Unless you had any other questions. If there was anybody that was new, if you had a question, you can shoot it real quick. Other than that, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. And I'll check y'all mañana. All right, but this was good, man. This was a solid coffee and charts today. Getting into some really good stuff. Into the deeper chambers about truth. Yeah, I gotta figure out what happened with this computer, man. This shit's crazy. You know what was crazy too? That I remembered happened this morning? On the laptop, the letter A wasn't working. I was like, what's that? Out of all the keys, just the letter A. It wouldn't work. I had to restart. And I'm like, wait. I'm scared to restart it because I think my password got the letter A in it. So I'm like, if the letter A don't work, how am I enter the password to restart the computer? I had to think about that one. I was like, well, let me try to change the password. So then when I went to change the password, it let me use the letter A. I was like, this shit is weird. So it's just been funny stuff going on with the computer all day. But I'll figure it out. All right, y'all. So I'm out, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I will check y'all out tomorrow on the next episode. Y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance, Coffee and Charts. This is volume number 47. All right, y'all. Deuces.